Hello and welcome to Lakers Live postgame show with Big Baby Jonathan. Lakers lose a tough matchup tonight by 113 to 115, man. Lakers were up 19 and gave it away at the end, man. Aaron, what did you think? Manny, what you think, man? I'm starting with Aaron, man. What you think about tonight's choke job tonight? We did 19 points and gave it up at the end.
We keep it real here. We checked out. And if we look back at it and we say, hey, 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and that was our last basket. I think till the minute or two mark, when Davis got a dunk. And you know what? This is a game that we had. This is a game we had, and it got away from us. Plain and simple. We didn't play like we cared about it. We played sloppy. The Schroeder turnover. And the inbounds, the basket out of bounds, under there, sloppy ass possession right there, sloppy turnovers. There was some questionable calls that we know in the game. The officiating was definitely terrible in this game. Lakers really got hurt by the officiating today, but overall, it's a 48-minute game, and I said this every time, and I'm going to continue to say it. It's a 48-minute game. You have to play great for 48 minutes a game. You're going to let them go on a little bit of a run? Okay, cool. But you cannot fall apart. And the Lakers flat out fell apart tonight. We looked lost. Our defense looked terrible. And, it doesn't help that we have a biased Reggie Miller on TV that wants to say, you know what, Curry likes to shoot the ball, and he hasn't shot a three in a while. And what does he do? He shoots a three. But the Lakers can't answer. And, that's where it gets frustrating.
All right, guys. First off, I'm going to say the officiating was terrible. It was rigged. I'm going to say it, point on blank on this show. It was rigged. It was a crap game. And before my Wi-Fi got cut off, I said we got to watch out for Andrew Wiggins. What did we do? Did none of that. Andrew Wiggins had 18 points. He shot 3 for 5 from 3, and he shot 7 for 11 from the field. Mm-hmm. Great job, Lakers. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic, if you guys noticed. And Frank Vogel, you're probably watching this, but you're probably not. Honest question. I have an honest question for you. Why the hell did Talen Horton-Tucker not play? I feel like we missed his presence tonight. Yes, Caruso has a nice presence when he plays. Doesn't always show up in the stats, but he has nice presence when he plays. But THT has nice presence when he plays. Mm-hmm. And shout out to Clipper Darrell. You can talk all you want, but who's first place? That's how I want to ask you.
And I just gotta say, Clipperdale, if your Clippers did this too, you would be crying about the refs too. Don't forget that. Don't try and turn it on us to say that we're just crying about the refs. If your team lost, you won't admit this. If your team lost, you would be crying and say the refs were terrible. They let it away with. They let them have an easy way with us. We didn't get our calls, and Paul George didn't get this, and baby Kawhi didn't get this. So, chill out, man. You know what? We're still in front of you.
But go Sharp. Thank you for that comment. He's right.
Most definitely, man. And Clippers have no room to talk. They gave up a 3-1 series lead. They gave up a lot of leads lately, so continue to talk Clipper Darrow. We have a better record than you. It's all good. It's a long season, and I know it's Clipper Darrow. Every time you talk your mess to me about my Lakers, you end up doing the same thing, So keep talking, keep being in the comments. I appreciate you, Clipper Darrow. Thank you for always being in the comments, man. I love you, bro. Ain't nobody worried about no crybabies. What you talking about, man? It just happens but the NBA is soft. Stephen Curry shoots and goes like this, foul. But LeBron goes to the line, gets hit, nothing. And you know who ruined the NBA? James Harden and Stephen Curry. You can't play any tough defense anymore. You can't play tough, grit, grind defense, because if you do, you're going to get thrown out. And I blame Stephen Curry and James Harden, because there was a game that I saw James Harden play that he grabbed somebody's arm, and it was a foul. He grabbed LeBron's arm, and it was a foul on LeBron. The NBA is soft, man. Hold on. How are we crying if we got a championship, my guy? Look at this. We got a championship. So, you're the one that's crying when you gave up a 3-1 series lead, my guy. You gave up a 3 series lead, and the script goes out the window. I'm on you, Clipper Darrell. You gave up a 3-1 series lead Paul George hit the side of the backboard. Y'all choked. Paul George choked. Kawhi Leonard choked, bro.
Talk to
Kawhi
him.
Leonard choke. Clippers choke. They will continue to choke. And I don't care about Paul George winning MVP. He ain't going to win anything. He's going to continue to do everything. Oh, he's going to win MVP. He's going to choke in the playoffs. Clippers going to choke in the playoffs. Oh, you say it's a new season every year.
right.
What have you done, Clipper Daryl, as an organization? What have you done as an organization, bro? What have you done?
Exactly.
Oh, what
You
have you
know,
done? Hold on, I'll wait. Oh wait, you haven't done anything. It's that Jeopardy song, man. So we haven't done anything. So continue to talk, and we'll see you in the playoffs. Actually, you know what? Actually, now you keep talking. I want to beat you guys in the playoffs. If you even can get past these teams in the second round or first round. If you guys match up with the Golden State Warriors in the first round, let's say they get the 7th seed, and let's say Golden State gets 7th seed, you're 2 seed. Golden State's going to give them a run for the money, you know. And Clipper Daryl, man, come on the show right now. If you want to keep talking this mess, I'll send you a link. Keep talking, you know. I'll send you a link, and I called you talking and you ran away, I'm gonna send you a link. Don't back down from the challenge, just like Paul George and Kawhi Leonard do. You know, keep talking. Hey, come on. I'm gonna get Clipper Daryl on the show right now.
I mean, you know what, Clipper Daryl, you gotta realize this, man.
Talking all that mess, man.
Are we sitting here? Are we sitting here crying over one game?
Hell no.
We're you know what? We're upset about something, but I don't see me shedding a tear. I'm sorry, you were shedding tears when your team lost in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
You snooze, you lose, buddy. You know it. I'm sorry that you were crying about it and saying how good you were. You know, fight. Yeah, the only thing you were fighting for is to get
some tissue.
PG the brick. You know, the brick. You know, they don't just call Vic the brick. They call Paul George the brick because that's how you apparently shoot threes. So, you know, it happens, man. It happens, man. If you got something to say, then come on the show, bro. Come on the show, and guess what? I'll even reach it out to you. I know you want to challenge Manny about doing a bet. Guess what? If your Clippers beat my
Bring
Lakers,
it on.
I will. My brother is the biggest Clippers fan, and I will wear a Clippers shirt. I will wear something related to the Clippers if the Clippers beat the Lakers in the playoffs. I will do it in a heartbeat. But you won't agree to that bet. My brother's in the chat right now. He would love me to agree. He would love to hear that bet happen. But you know what?
Clipper
You're
Daryl,
probably
come
not gonna
on.
bet to it. So come on, bro. What do you
Bring on the bet. You it's 3-1 in the series, and Pandemic P shot the side of the backboard. You see the Lakers do that? Hell no!
Clipper Daryl, you funny, man. But hey, you keep talking that nonsense, my guy. You need to put your money where your mouth is, man. Put your money where your mouth is, Clipper Daryl. Okay. You said those two. I set the link in the comments, man. Clipper Daryl's too scared to come on the show anyway. Clipper
won't
Daryl right
come on
there.
the show.
He's too scared, just like Kawhi Leonard was in Game 7 in the playoffs. He's just like Kawhi Leonard. He's scared. He's scared of the spotlight, bro.
I don't think Clipper Daryl's gutsy enough to come on the show.
He's not. You know where has, you know.
You
like-
talk the talk, but you won't walk the walk.
Yeah, he's too scared to come on, bro. He's too scared. It's just
If
that
you're
simple.
if you're not scared, then
Yeah.
the next time we play the
well-
Clippers, you should be on the show. Then you
Yeah,
should be on the
but-
post game show. And guess
because
what?
here's
If they
the thing.
lose,
Mm-hmm, go
know.
ahead.
if they
The-
lose,
no-
guess what? If the Clippers lose, and guess what? You should still be supportive and just say, you know what? I'm gonna go on here and take it like a man. Because guess what? We would if we were on your show and we were
Mhm.
on there and we were talking. We were representing the Lakers. We'd get on there too and say, you know what? Our team didn't play great and you guys played better. Simple. But that's not the case right now. So I don't think you'd have the guts to come on the show.
No, he's scared, just like Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. He's too scared because he goes to Lakers rally and talks all this noise. I remember he went to that Laker rally. His post on Bleacher Report. He was talking all this nonsense, and look what happened. Lakers won a championship and he's hiding. Clipper Derek, get on the show. Quit being scared, bruh. I'm calling you out, bruh. Get on the show. Quit talking.
I want that
Let's get
smoke.
it.
I want that
I want
smoke.
that smoke. I want that smoke,
Come
man.
on, bro.
Have that same energy. You talk on Twitter with your Twitter fingers. Come on the show, just like you called, what's his name, Snoop Dogg out. You know, you called him out. You know, I'm calling you out, Clipper Daryl. Come on now.
Yeah. But hey,
But
you know what?
o-
With this
overall,
game-
man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Aaron. Go ahead.
With this game overall, look, you know, we didn't play great, plain and simple. I'm looking over the stats too, and you know, Points off of turnovers. They had They had 16 points off of our turnovers. We turned the ball over almost 20 times. That's not, you know, that right there. The fourth quarter was the case of the main big turnovers. You have to be so careful. Fourth quarter, I don't care if there's a minute left. I don't care if there's 2 minutes left. I don't care if it's just starting the fourth quarter. You have to treat every possession like it's 30 seconds left or 10 seconds left in the game, and you're trying to hold on to this game. And we just fell apart there. I'm not crying about it. Do you see me crying about it, Clipperdale? I'm not crying about it. At least I can say, hey, you know what? We didn't play great, and we own up to it. You know, we don't cry about it. We keep it real here on Big Baby Sports.
You can't tell me. You can't call
Can't
me
call
out.
me out.
How we're calling you out? Tell you come on the show. Talk. You want to talk basketball? Come on. You know we're giving you an invite, bro. You feel
Stop
me?
being a whiner. Come on.
We're just inviting you to talk basketball.
Yeah.
got
You're
a
hiding.
problem?
He's hiding. He's just like Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, bro. But anyway, let's get back on script, man. Lakers.
Yeah.
Over, I didn't like how they played. I did not like how they played. You're up 19. Here's what the Lakers did. We're up 19. Oh, I'm gonna go to sleep. Oh, we're up 19. No, you can't play like that. You have to put away the team, and LeBron AD play like garbage tonight. I'm gonna keep it 100. We play like garbage, and we just seemed disinterested when in the second half we weren't talking on defense. LeBron James and Anthony Davis and the team in general just felt like, oh, let's go, take the win. Let's take the win. We're good, bro. We good. You know, I just didn't like how our energy was. We let Stephen Curry do their thing. You know, we did let Stephen Curry get to the rim. You know, Claire Oubre did anything he wanted to. You know, Draymond Green did anything he wanted to. And I'm done with Marc Gasol. I want him gone. I'm done. I've seen enough of Marc Gasol. So Lakers, pick up the phone, trade him back if you have, trade him to the Clippers for Ivica Zubac if you have to. Ivica Zubac at least put 10 points and 10 rebounds up. Marc Gasol puts 5 points. Ridiculous. You know, I had it with Marc Gasol. I'm off that bandwagon. I'm done. I want him gone. So Rob Pelinka, you need to do everything in your power and get Marc Gasol out of LA or buy out his contract at this point, because when he's in the game, our paint defense is garbage. But when he's out, we play better. Montrezl Harrell, and thank you, Clippers, for letting him go to us. Montrezl Harrell did his thing tonight. He shot 7 for 7 from the field. He was doing his thing. You know, Dennis Schroeder did his thing with 25 points. Did his thing, but a lot of ISO basketball in the second half. A lot of dribble. Get out of my way. Alex Caruso did his thing too, but in general, we need to have more ball movement, stagnant on the offensive side of the ball, and too many turnovers down the stretch. Like Aaron said, 19.
Yeah, it's, you know, you down the stretch is the most crucial part of the whole game. You know, you get it that we're gonna have our moments, but you know what? It's essentially, you know, we got to play better. We didn't do enough. We didn't do enough to get this game today. And you know, it starts with AD and LeBron. You can't get lazy with the passes. You can't get lazy with the ball. And LeBron, you want to play shimmy with your feet, then, you know, play shimmy with the feet. Have AD come out there, set your pick, and play some pick and roll games. You know, play that game. Play that 2-man game. If you're gonna play that if you're not gonna play that 2-man game, set someone up for a great shot. Don't take it and fiddle with the ball, because there was a few times in the game that you cost us another turnover because you got too cute with the ball. Don't get me wrong, love LeBron, but hey, you gotta be careful. You gotta manage the clock, and you know he wasn't thinking about that. We had some miscommunications there that we talked about too. KCP had the ball given to him by LeBron, tries to pass it back over to LeBron, and there was 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Dude, you take the shot. Take the shot. Don't set LeBron up like that to have to try and scramble, which he had to do, and it's not his fault. I do not blame that on LeBron at all. And LeBron was pissed. If you saw it, he literally slammed the ball in his hands and looked at KCP and says, "You take the shot. I don't care if it's not going in. I don't care if it does. Great. If it doesn't, oh well. At least we're not getting a shot clock violation, because that's crap right there. I mean, you can't let those silly passes right there and silly mistakes cost you the game. Those kind of mistakes right there cost us this game from slipping away."
What's up, LeBron? Before I let you go, Manny, LeBron the GOAT, Lakers all day. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
But after Manny, it's gonna go after Manny, and then LeBron the GOAT, and then Lakers all day. So Manny, go ahead.
I said this on Twitter, and I'm going to say it right now. KCP is 100% to blame, and I'll tell you why. What did AD do? Game 2 against the Nuggets. Hit that game winner. Why didn't he pass it to AD? AD was open at the corner. Should have passed to him. Bang! I guarantee you, we're having a whole different discussion. We're winning this game if that happens. But KCP, I'm looking at you, bro. You messed up. Next game, I want better from you. And honestly, like Aaron, John, 100%. Everybody played very lackluster. Everybody's deserved to blame. I don't give a whatever how you guys are as players. AD and LeBron are great. Schroeder was very good as well, but come on. You got to play with a better aggression. Because if you don't play with aggression and you leave people wide open for three, you let people go for dunks, it's the type of night we're going to have. If you want to have that type of night, go right ahead, but as a diehard fan, I'm not gonna settle for it.
Braun the GOAT, what you think about the game tonight?
Hey, y'all can hear me? Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. I can hear.
If y'all hear that, and that's my PlayStation, is on the jet right now.
Okay, well, what you think about the game tonight, man? Overall, what didn't you like down the stretch?
I did not like nothing down the stretch, especially on defense. Oh yeah, here's in the third quarter. How did Andrew Wiggins get open 5 times for the 3? 5.
Thank you.
And also Looney. What the? It was just frustrating for me to watch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially on offense. I'm calling LeBron AD out. They play like trash.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Can we please trade the Gasol to develop with you or something? We need to play Howard back.
Get McGee back. I'm with you on that, bro.
Because without Howard, it's a total difference.
Mm. But on speaking of Dwight, man, that situation, man, I think we should have kept Dwight. You know, but according to my sources, Big Baby John's sources, man, Dwight was rushing on Lakers contract, and he wanted to wait to get some time, according to my sources, and then he got rushed in Laker deal, and then tweeted it, boom, boom. But we should have kept Dwight. You know, it would have been perfect tonight for Dwight. Dwight's energy, but Dwight's playing really well in Philly. You know, and I'm watching Dwight's game, and we desperately need Dwight. But here's the thing: we should go get, maybe even offer Taylor Horton-Tucker to Atlanta for Clint Capella. You know, Clint Capella could protect the rim, block shots, run the floor, and I know a lot of teams are interested in Taylor Horton-Tucker. But at the end of the day, Laker Nation, we'll be all right. It's a long season, man. You know, we're going to have highs and lows. In the 2009-2010 season, we got blown out by Charlotte Bobcats. We let Matt Carroll get a career high on us. We got blown out. Kobe Bryant got ejected. He called the ref a bad word. Got suspended for it. It happens. It's a long season. Marathon continues. But I'm going to be with my boy Lakers all day. And hey, Lakers all day. Can you hear me?
Yeah, bro. I can hear you.
Yeah. Overall, give us your thought process about this game. What did you think about it? The floor is yours.
All right, we played lazy. On that play, LeBron James was guarding Wiggins 2 times, right? And he was walking down the floor mad because you know what I'm saying, the referee did not make a foul call on him. That's on LeBron. I feel like that's on LeBron. That's why Wiggins was open those 2 times, right? And I feel like AD was out the game for too long, and KCP was out the game for too long. I don't know what I don't know. For me, I don't know what's going on, but we have to do something, bro, because this is ridiculous. And LeBron played like trash. AD wasn't aggressive, and you know the Warriors just played aggressive. That's it.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah. We just got outplayed. You know, we could say, you know, we got to look at it this way. And this is what I said. Laker Nation, listen up. You know, I keep it real too. You know, these kind of games sting. The loss, it stinks. It stinks to lose this way. It's it's going to hurt. It stings with the team. It stings with the coaches. It stings with the fans. But like I told the guys earlier, would you rather be furiously upset at a regular season game means nothing against the Warriors, or lose a game that you're up 3-2 in the 3-2 in the playoffs. What are you gonna? I feel like, you know what, you're gonna have a game like this. Every team, no matter who you are, you could be the best team. You could be the Clippers. You could be the Lakers. You could be anybody. You could be the Nets. You could be, look at Brooklyn. They have. You're gonna have a game that you're holding on to. You got this locked up. You just finished. You're at the half, feeling good. Had a good game so far, and then the fourth quarter comes around, and you have your lead gripped on your fingertips, and you don't score a basket from the 8-minute mark until the 2 minutes left in the game, or 2 minutes or 1 minute left in the game, and you just let it slip away. And you know what? The only thing you could blame is yourself. That's it. Plain and simple. You can't blame it on the officiating. You can't only blame it on what the play calls. It's how can you be better as a team? How could you look at it and say, look, we got our butts handed to us. We should have won this game. We should have had our lead at least 10. At least 10. My rule is you only have to win a game by one. Plain and simple. That's it. 1 point wins you the game. But this is the game. Lakers are going to look at film tomorrow. We're going to bounce back. We got a big game against Milwaukee coming up. Lakers, the last time this happened, AD gave them an earful and said, look, we played like trash, plain and simple, and we'll be better and we'll be ready to go. This is a reality check for this whole team. It's a reality check for all of us, and say, look, this team screwed up. They're going to come back. It's a regular season game. We're on a 5-game winning streak. 1 loss. This is the kind of game that we needed to say, look, this is what I mean about putting your foot on the gas all the way. If you don't keep your foot on the gas all the way to the end of the game, this is the kind of things that'll hurt, and it stinks.
Absolutely. But honestly, we can blame the refs, we can blame this, we can blame that, but honestly, it's on us, this loss. We just took our foot off the gas. We were up by 20 points, we had an 18-point lead, and then we blew it. It's on us. And I think defense should be better. We shouldn't have gave up those points inside. We gave up too many open threes. Yes, the Golden State Warriors didn't shoot very good from the 3-point line. But to shoot 50% from the field, we're agreed on defense. We're top 5 in offense and defense. We should not let that happen. 50% from the field. Are you kidding me, Lakers? This is me. This is not just me as an analyst here at Reality Sports. This is me as a diehard fan. It's discouraging seeing that. I'm in loss of words. I don't know what to say. This is horrible.
Braun the GOAT, you're up. What you think?
But I personally think we just gotta hold on to the lead, stop leaving people open. And at the end, Draymond Green traveled. I'm mad they ain't get called, but we know how the refs go. And the referees was making this game closer, but it's on us. There's no excuses.
Mm-hmm.
Because when Kobe Bryant was playing, they didn't blame the refs. Nobody. They just lost the game, looked at the film, bounced back. That's simple.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Tough loss. We'll bounce back. Just what I didn't like, man, is LeBron's body language. Anytime he would get fouled, he would look at the refs or go like this, or just go like this to his teammates in that play. But he yelled at KCP. I would yell at KCP too. You shoot the ball, and he looked like he was just disinterested in the second half for whatever reason, whatever personal problems going on. He just looked like he just wasn't there to gear up against Golden State for whatever reason. And LeBron got to be more aggressive. AD got to be more aggressive. And Kuzma said it best. Kudos to Golden State, but they let one slip away. And AD said this loss hurts a bit more than previous losses. They're up 19. But I hope this is a lesson learned. You can't fall asleep anymore when you're up big. Teams are coming at you swinging because you're defending champions. Brooklyn has a talent over there. Boston has talent. Everybody has talent in the East and the NBA around the league. Now you can't just be, I'm 19, we're going to play around. Because if you do that in the playoffs, you're going to get punched in the mouth. And actually, kind of glad Lakers got punched in the mouth. Usually when we get punched in the mouth like that, we bounce back. Usually we don't like to lose 2 games in a row. So I expect the Lakers and this team to play better on Thursday. I expect us to come out more dominant than ever because we're undefeated on the road, 7-0 on the road, and 4-4 at home, 0-2 in the division. You know, it's still a long season, man. We're gonna have highs and lows, and this team is just put together. It's all good, man. Just like Aaron said, would you rather lose a regular season game or rather lose in a playoff game in this fashion? So I'll just take my wounds, put your big boy pants on, and keep it pushing. Just like Kobe said to Powell, you gotta put your big boy pants on and keep it pushing. I'm gonna let Lakers all day in. Lakers all day, man. You still there?
Yeah, bro. Here, bro.
Go ahead.
So you was right on the LeBron, crying. For me, bro, when I see LeBron crying to the ref, I feel like, he's like a little baby on that. So I don't, for me, bro, Kobe never did that. He did it like sometimes, but not like all the time. You feel me? And that's why I don't like him that much. That's just me. But for the team, when we play the Bucks, right, coming up, and then when we play the Brooklyn Nets, they're good. They're going to kill us. If we play like this, they're going to kill us. We can't do that. We have to fix this. LeBron has to step up and tell some players what they need to do, and somebody needs to go tell LeBron to stop playing like a little girl. That's just me. That's just how I feel about it. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah, I could agree. Lakers all day, man, because I'm hard on LeBron. In that fourth quarter, he just felt like he just out of gas tonight, and you got to take over. Well, he hit that three. That was okay, LeBron's take over, and then he just went cold from there. And down the stretch, I know Dennis Schroeder made me upset for dribbling the ISO, and they threw it to Caruso and went out of bounds. But that last shot, hey, at least you took that game. At least you took it. It was short. It's unfortunate, and we'll bounce back. And LeBron got to be more aggressive in that fourth quarter.
And also the fact is, we also have to be glad, because if you think of it this way, let's just be glad Curry wasn't shooting his normal 3-point percentage, because we know when Curry cooks, when he's cooking behind that 3-point line, it's very, very, very difficult to keep him away and keep him in check the whole game. He is like the Harden, Yes, they ruined the game and made the game softer, and the way that basketball is now is because of those guys. But, let's also be glad that they weren't shooting their normal percentage tonight, because if they were, it could have been a very rough night towards that fourth quarter if we were making that count. If we still had the lead and they were playing cat and mouse with us towards the end of the game, that could have been a big problem. But we limited Curry to below his normal average of points, and you know what? I feel like we did a decent job on him, and let's just be glad that he had an off night.
Yeah, he had an off night. You're bringing a great point there, Aaron. Honestly, if Curry was shooting his normal night, I think we're getting blown out by 20 points, because we're lucky and fortunate that he shot 3 for 12 from 3. Because if it had not, it would have been ugly. And honestly, I know a lot of bronzexuals. I know a lot of them. And they're going to get mad at me, but what Lakers all day said about LeBron crying to the refs, I don't like that either. Yes, it's unfortunate if you don't get all the calls you want, but you shouldn't be a baby. You got to put your big boy pants up, and you got to say, look, that call was horrible, but keep walking, keep running, keep going, and don't stop. The grind is always there. Kobe never did that. I'm like the biggest Kobe fan in Montreal by far, and I can tell you that. I've never watched the game that Kobe was whining to the refs. He would get mad at the refs, but he would never whine at them.
Yep. True.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Kobe would get fouled and run back on defense and throw his arms at the ref. At least he's running back. LeBron just you got to run back on defense, man. But sometimes I remember there was a play where Kobe got thrown to the ground by Roger Bell. He got up and ran back on defense. So I just feel like LeBron. I said to my fans when we won championship, I won't get on LeBron. Won't get on LeBron, but I keep it real. LeBron gotta stop.
We have to.
Crying to the refs. What is that going to do if he fouled me? you got hit in the face and you were yelling at the ref, just get back on defense. Just get back on defense and then talk to the ref at a timeout or during the free throw instead of, because if you don't get back on defense, the other team's going to score. You know, there's a lot of times where LeBron does that, and I just feel like the team doesn't get back. When LeBron does that, I see a lot of players looking at LeBron like, you got to get back. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate, you know?
Yep, true. Then hey, look,
Yeah.
the next time, right? Y'all should count how many times LeBron cries to the ref. That's what I'm saying. Just count how many times he cries to the ref. Just count. It's gonna be a lot. Just let you know.
You know, my simple way is this. I think we talked about it. I think there was one game I think that we lost. I think it was to the Spurs or something. And Schroeder, perfect example. Schroeder, I think, was driving to the hole. You know, there was questionable that he should have gotten a foul, didn't get a foul. What did he do? We even showed it. I think we even paused it too. And we showed this. He laid on the ground, pissed off that he didn't get the foul call. He looked back at the refs, and it's like, man, you can't just sit there and complain. If you don't get the call, you know, maybe show like, okay, you know, I got hit here, but at least run down the court, get back there. Don't give the opposite team having numbers on you because you want to whine about it. I get it. It's basketball, but you got to go out there. You don't get the calls you're going to get. Go out there and get back on defense because you could have a very good opportunity where you don't get the foul that you wanted. Get back on defense, swat the ball, maybe get a block, maybe get a steal, get the ball back and score a dunk, and then there you go. You just got your points back you missed out on. And it's like, why can't the other team? Why can't the whole entire Lakers team? You know, you got to look at it that way. You can't. You're gonna be mad at some calls that don't go your way, but get back on defense. Save an opportunity from the opposing team getting a possession off of you because your team wanted to sit there and whine about something. And it's like, I'm not trying to say how LeBron was in the Cavalier days where he would whine at J.R. Smith, the famous call in the finals. I'm saying as a whole entire team, you got to set an example for your whole team, set example for the newer guys like THT and the rookies to say, look, you don't get a call, shut up and get back. Just stop. You know what? Don't cause yourself to get a technical. Don't cause yourself to whine at there and let the other team have a fast break because you're one guy short and they score a bucket and or a foul because LeBron or somebody, Schroeder, was late getting back.
Aaron, you spoke nothing but facts over there. If you're an NBA player, you gotta be professional, and you can't let the young guys go off like that. Like, if Taylor Horton Tucker was playing, which he wasn't, you would have saw LeBron doing that, crying to the refs like that. He would probably be like, look, I'm a sophomore in this league. Am I gonna make my game like that? LeBron, you gotta show a better example. And this is not me being a hater. It's me talking facts. You cannot do that. And you can't stop at the refs every time you get a bad call. Yes, it sucks. It's horrible when you get a bad call. But you just got to keep going. You got to keep pushing your legs. You got to keep playing. And what I forgot if it was Black Mamba 2408 that wrote that comment before when he said LeBron's got to talk about it. He's got to be about it. He can't talk about it. And he said that last media day that we had. LeBron, you got to keep doing that. There's a comment. Exactly. He's got to do that because if you're just talking about it, where is that going to get you? Your game on the court has to speak for itself. Kobe, when he would have a bad game, you know what he would do? Because I'm going to bring this guys up to you because I told Aaron and John before the show. I was watching Muse last night, and you know what Kobe did after he had that bad playoff game in 1987 against the Jazz? Mm-hmm. He went in the junior high school. He shot the whole day, and that's what LeBron's got to do. If LeBron has that killer mentality, show me, bro. Show me that killer mentality. Shoot the ball all day. And the next game, I want to see you come with firing power. I want to see AD locking up Giannis, because I feel like we can beat the Bucks. Like, yes, they had a very tough game against the Brooklyn Nets, but if we play hard, and we don't fall asleep like John says, Thursday we are coming back and we are picking up the dub. You heard it from me first. Manny Francis Gartropo, you heard it from me first. We are coming back and we are kicking their butts on Thursday.
Bro, on the go ahead, man.
I gotta listen. I got two people who I want to trade Markieff Morris and Marcus Gasol. Get them two out of the Lakers. They've been playing trash this whole season. I know some people like Markieff Morris. No, he can't shoot on defense. He's very lazy. Same thing with Wesley Matthews. They just be letting him drive to the basket. And also, we had too many bad fouls. That's unfortunate, but it's gonna happen. And Montrezl did his thing. Dennis did his thing. And KCP, it just shoot the ball when you open. Will LeBron pass it to you or anybody? You shoot the ball. AD, like I said, you need to post up in the paint. If you don't post, we're going to lose. It literally shows it. And LeBron, you need to be aggressive. I'm the biggest LeBron fan here, but he needs to be more aggressive. You can't rely on jumpers. You see how Golden State was being aggressive? That's how the Lakers got to come out.
Go ahead, Lakers all day.
After that, KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope got to show up more too. He's not on the low either. Why Taylor Horton Tucker ain't play though?
Because I feel like teams are interested in him and they don't want to bring down his value and not trade him. At the end of the day, man, LeBron's going to continue to do his thing with his play. We can't for the amount of times we talk about him. Oh, he's not Kobe. He's not this. He's still going to do the same thing as far as his game. Post up, pass. If LeBron would have hit that game winner tonight, all of us are like, yeah, good job. But it happens. You're gonna miss some, and this Lakers team's probably just coasting, and we have to come together as a team. And like as Manny said, we're gonna look at film, get better from it, and shout out to Matthew. How do you think the Lakers prepare for their next game after loss? Prepare for it. You look at film, get better, and hold each other accountable. If you miss a defense assignment, don't go. When you throw your arms and get mad, that shows bad body language. Lakers body language in that fourth quarter, we just seemed disinterested in that fourth quarter, just very, very disinterested. I didn't like how he let that one dude that looked like Draymond Green out there with his playing style post up. Wesley Matthews got an ammo and start yelling and screaming, and Lakers put their head down. When people yell and scream, don't put your head down. Just be like, okay, I'm gonna yell and scream back. A lot of times when Lakers got pushed around, bullied, they lost a step in that fourth quarter.
Yeah. Obviously great question. I think it's pretty plain and simple is that that we prepare just like we normally would. You know what you did wrong in this game. They don't need it. You're going to look at film. They already look at enough film. But what I say is you look at enough, you already know what you did wrong. Your defense was terrible. You know what you did. You know what you need to improve on. You know that they took way too many threes, and AD did not have as many touches as I want. I'm about old school basketball. How Shaq talks about it all the time. I'm a guy that loves to see post basketball. I'd rather see inside out basketball versus perimeter versus shooting three, mid range. I want to see AD gobble up that paint, and I want to see him in the next game. I want to see AD. I expect, I could be wrong, but I'm going to call it now. I will say AD and LeBron are going for at least 30 or 40 points versus Milwaukee. They're going to turn it on in the next game because LeBron's pissed. AD is pissed. They're going to have a rough night's sleep tonight, and good. You know what? I'm happy because that shows how much our team cares. And when your team cares is when you're going to be pissed about it. It's going to bother you the whole night. You're going to think about it going into your practice tomorrow before you get on a plane and go on your big road trip. And, that's the last game we have at Staples Center this month. That's it. They're not going to be home for a while. So we're a road team. We're a good road team. Let's see how we do against a great Milwaukee team and see how we do on this little Grammy trip. It should be it should say a lot where we're at. We're playing some good teams. We're playing, our schedule. We haven't played the tougher East teams. I'm waiting until we play Brooklyn. That's going to be exciting right then and there. But Milwaukee's a good test. How do you come back? How do what mistakes did you make that you made in this fourth quarter, this game tonight? How you could resolve that from happening? So I think tomorrow they're gonna review everything, feel refreshed, get on a plane, and go kick some butt on Thursday.
It's a 7-game road trip. The 7-game road trip, I want us to come out hungry. And it's not an excuse, the fact that we're going to be outside Staples Center, that we're not going to do good. We're 7-0 on the road. First, I want to see us beat Milwaukee. It's going to be a tough test. But we all know AD is going to be hungry. Because we all know he called this team out. He called the team out the last time we lost badly. And this time, I expect him to have a great game against Giannis. Because we know how it was last season when we played Giannis and the Bucks in Milwaukee. We choked up that lead, and we almost came back, and then we lost. This time he's going to be hungry to win that. And then on Saturday, we have a nice game against the Bulls. Won't be a tough matchup, but who knows what Kobe White and Larry Markkinen can do. And then on Monday, we have a homecoming for LeBron. Personally, I think we're going to win that. But think about this. The next game after that is going to be a very emotional game because not only is it the day after Kobe tragically passed, but also it's because it's in Philly, and that's where Kobe's from. So it's going to be a very emotional game, but I expect nothing less from us. I think we're going to come back hungry and strong, and we're going to take the next game. Let's go. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this, man. Sorry about technical difficulties. Lakers all day dope, and LeBron the GOAT technical difficulties. Sorry about that. Yeah, man, Lakers, man, got to do a better job coming out. We got to come out on Thursday and just talk, rotate, dominate. And when the Lakers do this, type of stuff, you got to bounce back. You can't blame anybody, but you just can't execute. We had opportunities, Lakers had a chance. I know Curry did a little step back three on Anthony Davis and did a little shimmy thing. If I was a superstar player and I saw Curry do that, I'd be like, Curry, you're not going to ever score like that again. I would take the challenge to guard Stephen Curry. That's what makes me upset about LeBron sometimes. I'm going to keep it real. He needs to say, Stephen Curry, you're not going to do anything like he did at the end of the first quarter. He made him travel at the end of the first quarter, locked him up. He's capable of doing that. He is capable of locking up Stephen Curry, but whatever reason, he lets Dennis Schroeder guard him. It's like, come on, man.
It's we absolutely we absolutely fell apart there, and this is one of those, like I said, this is one of those games that say, we lost. We didn't play great, and when you lost, when the Lakers just absolutely fell apart there, in the end of the game, that was hope. That was the adrenaline right there. That was, after you made one big costly turnover in the game. And Clipperdale, chill out, man. It's gonna be a good game. You're just sad because you're not gonna beat the Bucks. So shut up. It's it happens. And you know what? You're gonna make mistakes like that. You bounce back. It's simple. It's basketball. You didn't play great enough to win this game and close it out. And you know what? If Daryl's Clippers didn't play that great and they lost their 15-point lead. Oh wait, they've already done that this year. So if you don't play great and it's a 48-minute game all the way through to the end, you lose. You know what? You bounce back and you get another dub. We won 5 straight, ended our streak. Let's go get another winning streak on the road.
Hey, Lakers all day. You have anything to say to Clipper Darryl?
No, I'm good, man.
You sure? Yeah, the floor is yours, man. If you want to unleash, go at him.
No, I'm good. I don't got to, man. He already know what it is.
Yeah, you already know that the Clippers are going to choke, and I guarantee you, whoever the Clippers play next, Clippers are going to lose. It's all good, man. But thank you, Clipper Darryl, for tuning in each and every night after we win or lose. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the support, man. I really appreciate it. But It happens. We lose. You win games. You're not going to win every night. There will be no team in NBA history will ever go 82-0 or 81-0. You're going to lose every other night. You're not going to win every game. You know what I mean? And Clipper Darrell, if you keep talking, man, get on the stream before we end the show, man. Don't be like Paul George and hide from the moment.
I have a question for y'all.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what's up?
Talk. What's up?
So, would y'all want Kevin Porter Jr. on the Lakers right now?
From Cleveland?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would you want him?
I don't know. Don't know about much his game. Don't know about much his game, but so I wouldn't want him. But what about you, Aaron or Manny? Would you want him? Because never heard about him.
He's a good player.
I can live without him. I mean, he's a good play. He is a good player. He's young. And I think, he needs time to develop a little bit more. He's getting up there. But I haven't seen him play a lot. But maybe if they were desperate, to look at it, so it could be a possibility one day. You never know.
He's a good player, but with all the friction in the locker room we had at the Cleveland games, I mean, it'd be great to have a talent like him, but with all the friction in the locker room, I don't know if I would take him just because we have great chemistry. I don't want us to screw it up. And yes, Mark should be gone. Keith should be gone. We get what you guys are trying to say right now, us as fans, but we gotta still wait how it plays out. We're all upset, but we're only 15 games in.
Mm-hmm.
When we get to 20, 30 games, that's when we can unleash the smoke and say this guy should be out of here, should be gone, and screw this.
And Black Mamba 2408, man, to get on the streams right here, bro, right here. Yeah, man. Overall, I feel like the Lakers gonna end up trying to get another big man. Maybe go get Whiteside. Maybe go trade Giannis' brother for him because Whiteside would be perfect. Protect the paint. I know he can score. Put Marc Gasol on the bench. Put in Whiteside, and we'll have a little bench squad right there. But Marc Gasol, man, I know I said earlier, but I had enough of Marc Gasol. Had enough.
Me too.
He's not playing like he did. He did in Memphis or Toronto. It seems like, and shout out to my boy Corey Harrison on the Out of Bounds Sports podcast. He was talking about that Marc Gasol is only going to be turned up in the playoffs. It's kind of like a Rondo situation. I don't see that yet, so we'll see what happens on the Marc Gasol front. And just in general, man, we gotta do a better job when we're up on these leads, man. 19, really give up a 19-point lead. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it real. We did what the Clippers did tonight. We gave up a lead, we lost it, and we just fell asleep. We gotta do better. As a team in the fourth quarter, we just felt like we were out of gas. Maybe, we kept giving Golden State opportunities. Up 18, 19, and then 11, 10, 9, 8, chip away back to 10, back to 11, 15, and back. Back and forth. We gave them life. We gave them life. As Reggie Miller said it best, that you gave them life, and Reggie Miller does a lot of jockeying teams that play the Lakers. He hates the Lakers for whatever reason. Oh yeah, we beat him in the finals. And after the game, he was just raving about how Stephen Curry was shimmying on Anthony Davis. Man, it just people that do that TNT stuff, man, that commentate on the Lakers, they just like to praise players that get off against the Lakers. Every time Stephen Curry does no pass, they rave about it, but when LeBron doesn't. When LeBron doesn't look past 80, they just be like, oh, LeBron throws no look past 80. Then we got some comments. I don't really... Hold on. Go ahead, Aaron.
I gotta say this. We got... everybody wants to say, trade Gasol, trade Gasol, trade Gasol, trade Gasol. You know what? I get it. I told the guys this too, but... I said Lakers all day, and everybody that's watching, look, I know he's frustrating right now. He's not playing terrific, but you go look at the NBA trade machine on ESPN, and you go try and trade Gasol. It doesn't work. There's nobody's gonna want Gasol's money. Nobody in the Lakers cap room that they have this year and for the season. It'd be stupid for them to try and cut him. It would cost them money, more money to cut him than trying to trade him. And you know what? I'm still a firm believer that, it's a Gasol brother. You know, he's gonna turn it around. You know, it's only, it's not even, we're not even done with the season yet. You know, it's not like, you know, it's not like it's the last month of the regular season and, you know, we're over with and Gasol's only averaging 2 points a game and literally shooting 0 for 5 or 0 for 6 in most of the games that he's playing. You are going to flat out see, mark my words, in the next 7 games that we're going to play, you're going to see Gasol just have a game. You're going to just see him get touches. Something's going to click with him and LeBron like it did with Kobe and Powell. They're going to get that pick and roll game going somewhere, and the dude's going to shoot. Don't get me wrong. He's a great shooter. He could shoot. He's just not. I just want him to be more aggressive. And you know what? If he was taking like 20-something shot attempts a game, nobody would be saying nothing because you're still attempting a shot. It's when you're going you're only going 2 for 5 or whatever, or 0 for 5, whatever. If you only took 5 shot attempts, that's a problem. But if you go out there and he starts taking like 15 shot attempts, you know, nobody's going to be sitting there talking about him getting traded. And I think we just got to chill a little bit about it. You know, give it time. You know, we're a patient team. We've been through. We've had. Believe me, if we're not patient enough after how many losing seasons we had, I am very patient when it comes to Marc Gasol turning it around.
Real quick, man, before I let you go, Clipper, how are we spoiled? We're not spoiled. We're all about these, bro. We're all about championships. If you come into Lakers as a big man and you don't play up to par, we want you out. You feel me? So we're not spoiled. We're all about championships. We're all about winning. You as a fan, you don't know what that's like. You haven't won anything. You don't know what winning's like as a fan, bro. You know? And you was talking about the Steve Ballmer era. You said the Laker era was over? Jeannie Buss got 1 ring over Steve Ballmer. What's happening, Clipper Darrell? Jeannie Buss is 1-0 versus Steve Ballmer era. It's Jeannie Buss's era. You know, everybody in the comments put Jeannie Buss era in the comments, man. Jeannie Buss era. You know, Clipper Darrell, you want to keep talking, man? I'm going to keep talking back. You know, what have the Clippers done? What have they done? You know what? Let's just talk about it. What have the Clippers done? They had Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, Matt Barnes, Jamal Crawford. They had a bunch of talent. They choked. You know why? Chris Paul choked, Blake Griffin choked, DeAndre Jordan choked. Everybody choked in that Clipper. Matt Barnes choked, Doc Rivers choked. The whole team choked. They will continue to choke. You know, until you win championships, come talk to me. Until then, deuces. Bye, Felicia.
You know what? You know, it's pretty simple. You know, look, ready for this one is, you know, the Clippers were Doc Rivers, perfect example, complained. And, you know, I think Steve Ballmer had already taken over the team. Mm-hmm. Doc Rivers complained, and he's like, you know, I'm tired of seeing these Lakers championship banners. I'm tired of seeing this. I'm tired of being reminded that I lost in 2010. Well, too bad, buddy. But you know what? He started complaining about, you know, about the little things. Like, you know what? I'm tired of seeing the banners. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna hang a bunch of pictures of ourselves to make this building feel more like a Clippers home game, because they're too embarrassed to see that the other teams not hung up more Pacific Division titles, more Western Conference titles than them, and more and 17 titles now over them. And all the Clippers can say is, we've been Pacific Division champions, and that's it. And Steve Ballmer, how long Steve Ballmer owned the Clippers now? You know, don't get me wrong, Donald Sterling was terrible.
Yeah,
I respect where that I totally respect, you know, what happened with the Clippers organization with Sterling when he was owning the team and how a mess that was. I'm glad Steve Ballmer owns the Clippers. You know, it's someone that obviously did so well with Microsoft that he's trying to carry over in the basketball world. But the Clippers haven't done anything, man. And just because you're going to have your own arena in Inglewood doesn't mean nothing, because you still don't have a banner. You're still not going to have a banner. You're not that good. Yeah. You have Paul George and you have Kawhi Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard's good chance of him leaving is pretty high, because why would you want to sit here and play? You know, he's going to look at himself and probably say, you know, I probably should have joined the other team, but I didn't. But you know what? I'm going to go somewhere else.
What I wanted to bring up, speaking of Kawhi Leonard, you made a big damn mistake And I was saying this when he left Toronto. I said, you should have stayed there. I live in Canada. He was practically worshipped here in this country. Literally, like, if he was going to stay, he was going to get free food for life. They're probably going to give him the key to the city. And another thing I want to bring up. To all you people on Twitter. Stop it. Stop bringing up this thing like the Lakers had a Mickey Mouse ring. They won a Mickey Mouse trophy. Stop it with that. Because I see it all the time on my timeline and it gets me really upset. Stop it. You're saying that because your team didn't win. If it was so easy and if it's a Mickey Mouse ring, how come your team didn't win? Clippers, how come your team didn't win? Bucks, how come your team didn't win? Answer me that question.
Facts.
Just wanted to bring that up.
You know, and people got to realize too, and anybody, I was talking to my buddy too a few days ago. He's a Miami Heat fan. He's been a Miami Heat fan before. He was, he didn't jump on the LeBron fan bandwagon, but he was a Heat supporter. And he even said flat out, he says the Lakers deserve this because it's the hardest championship for any team to win. Nobody else is gonna think that way because they just want to talk all the crap about the Lakers. But guess what? It's the hardest championship to win. You're in a bubble for 90+ days without your family. Without your family about 90% of the time because the other 10% you got your family for the playoffs. But still, you lost your family for essentially 80 days, and you didn't have your kids. You were stuck in a hotel room. You were stuck on a campus the entire time. You couldn't leave there. And people want to say, oh, well, this is an easy championship. The Lakers just cruise through this at all. Not at all. You have to win the series. You have to win each game. You have to win these games in order to go. And guess what? The Lakers were the better team in the bubble. The Lakers continued that. You know what? We have another team that we're built around right now.
Facts.
But guess what? We're figuring things out. As LeBron said, they asked LeBron, where would you say you're at with your team right now this year? He's like, and he said at one time, he says about a B plus maybe. He says we're not A plus yet because we got new guys on our team. We have Dennis the Menace, we have Wesley Matthews, we got Marc Gasol, we have other pieces we're adding to the puzzle. And if anybody thinks that we're gonna walk out of the door and go, 11, start the season 5-0, not lose a game, not lose a few games, not have miscommunications like tonight, where we just didn't play great in the end of the game, it happens. Look at LeBron's team. Look at LeBron and Wade in their first few games. Their first time they teamed up, they were terrible. I think they went 3-7 to start the year. It happens, You figure things out. You have losses. These kind of things are ones that you bounce back from. We're gonna be fine. There's nothing. I'm not worried, and I'm looking forward to Milwaukee, man. I'm looking forward to the Bucks and playing with Giannis. I love the matchup, and it should be good. It should be a good game.
Yeah, most definitely, man. And even Taylor Swift has a banner up in rafters more than the Clippers do. That's sad. That's sad, Clipper Daryl. Taylor Swift has a banner in Staples Center. Taylor Swift, like that's something to be like. Really, Clipper Daryl, you won't talk like your team hasn't won anything at all, but regular season. Congratulations, you want a cookie? You actually know what? Here's some sunflower seeds. Here you go. You want a cookie, you want a playoff, you want a regular season game. Congratulations. You beat it. Congratulations on 14 straight regular season championships that you guys have. You guys beat us last year. Everybody's raving about you guys, and we're gonna win the championship again. I have a lot of confidence in the world, and shout out to my boy Chris. Hey Clipper Daryl, if you're a grown man, join Big Baby Sports Talk. Yeah, man. Don't talk and hide behind your phone, bro. Come on and put your money where your mouth is, my guy. Don't run from the challenge just like Paul George and Kawhi do in playoff games. Don't
be a playoff P.
Yeah, don't be a playoff pandemic P. And hit the side of the backboard. If you want to come talk Lakers Clippers, man, we're more than welcome to have you on. But if you in the comments you don't show up in the comments, you're just like Paul George and Kawhi. You talk all that noise. You know what? You're Patrick Beverly right now. Talking. Patrick Beverly was talking all year. Look what happened. So come on the show, man. It's at the end of the day, it's all sports talk. It's all love. But quit being like Patrick Beverly. But at the end of the day, man, Lakers all day. You have any final thoughts?
Yeah, I got some final thoughts. Okay, so look, why does AD always have to call out the team? I can't like LeBron call out the team. You feel me? Like for me, I like it that AD calls out the team, but sometimes LeBron needs to call out the team instead of AD. That's just me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's just how I feel. I feel like LeBron is, he's the best player in the world, right? Call out your team instead of AD. AD's, he's like the second best player in the team, but LeBron has to like man up and call out the team too, not just AD.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I agree with you 100%. LeBron should call out the team. The whole team should call each other out like, hey, we played shit as a team. Let's get better. Move on from it, man. And I agree with you. I saw that when AD called out the Lakers defense in that game. He said played like garbage. And I agree with you. Sometimes, like, even in the late great Kobe would call out this team, like, we didn't play up part as a team. We got to get better, But at the end of the day, man, it's a tough loss. We'll bounce back. And, Aaron, what are your final thoughts?
Final thoughts is, I get it. Why didn't LeBron say that? We don't. LeBron. You got to think of it this way. AD is the co-captain of this team. Whatever he's gonna say, LeBron's gonna support. Whatever LeBron's gonna say, AD's gonna support. And I think, AD's job is to say, look, I want our defense to be as elite as possible. And when we're not doing that, that's my fault too. Because I want to be this co-captain of this defense. I want to win Defensive Player of the Year. And I wasn't playing like that, and my whole team needs to step up. So I get it. People are going to say, why didn't LeBron say anything? But you know what? In the end, if one of those guys are speaking up, that's all that matters. Because they're going to work together anyhow. There's probably been nonstop discussion, if I knowing them now, even at 11:40 at night, saying this is the kind of watching the tapes, because LeBron's one of those guys that'll say, send me the tapes tonight. I'm watching them before I sleep. I'm not sleeping yet. And they'll probably be the first two in the gym and the first two working out and saying, this is ridiculous. I'm not shooting like that again. And seriously, I'm going to say it right now. LeBron and AD are going to have one of the greatest games in Milwaukee.
My final thoughts is it was rigged. It was a horrible game, but we got to do? Got to keep going.
Hey,
when we keep going...
Oh, sorry, Aaron. My bad. Go ahead, finish.
And when we keep going, we're still at the top. I don't care what anyone says. The media can do all that talking. Skip Bayless will do all that talking. Bleacher Report with their articles, they can do all that talking. We're gonna come back on Thursday. You heard it from me first. Manny Garchopa, you heard it from me first. We're coming back and we're winning. And AD is gonna dominate Giannis, and we're gonna get a nice dub. And we're gonna go 12-4 in the season.
Black Mamba 248. Can you hear us, man?
What's up?
What's up, man?
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, man. How you doing, man? Thanks for the comments, man. What is your thoughts overall on the game and your final thoughts as well?
I just thought that we could have executed the fourth quarter better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I thought, well, let me say this. In the beginning of the game, they were hitting threes, so our interior defense was bad. So when they started taking our interior, we started guarding the interior. So that's when we left them open on the three, and then that's Warriors kind of played us. So when they executed, they just played Warriors basketball. That's it. So we just have to get better at adjusting.
Yeah, man. I agree with you 100%, man. But we'll bounce back, man. We'll look at film, bounce back, learn from it, and keep pushing. I just want to say that is it from Big Baby Sports. Thank you, Aaron, Manny, Lakers all day, Black Mamba 24808. Thank you for coming on. Thanks for everybody commenting, man. We'll talk to you guys Thursday at 3 p.m. West Coast time for the Lakers pregame show against Milwaukee. So until then, Laker Nation, have a good night. And Clipper Darrow, Jeannie Buss's era is up. Steve Ballmer era is over, baby. Go Lakers, baby.
Clipper,
We out,
don't be hating. Don't be hating.